Here we go.
Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So glad you stopped by. And if you are brand new here, welcome. Grab a seat and please stay a while. And as long as you're here, would you do me a couple favors first? Go down and hit that subscribe button. Make sure to ring that notification bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're of the now 800 plus regulars here, welcome back for another round. As you also hit that like button. Before you leave, drop a comment, because as we all know, YouTube does love those comments. And of course, as always, share this video with your friends on all social media. My socials, Instagram and X, are always down below in the description, along with the link to that wonderful Joker Voice merch store. Okay, so as many of you know, at the end of the year, we here at Wednesday Night is Overbooked have a special Best of the Year Top 5 episode. It is where we look at the entire year and celebrate those who have been not only excellent, but surprising in pro wrestling, particularly the WWE. Well, we are just at about the halfway point of 2026, so let's take a look at the best this year up to this point.
This is gonna be good.
So, since this is the halfway point of the year, we're only going to be focusing on 3 categories. And the guys and I came up and we made our top 5 of this. And the categories are, as opposed to the more expansive list at the end of the year, categories male and female talent and match of the year up to this point. So let's start with the ladies of the WWE, and these are in no particular order. And kicking it off is a lady that has admittedly cooled down a bit post WrestleMania, but started 2026 as hot as any talent on the entire roster, not only winning the Royal Rumble, but rolling that into a WrestleMania win. And that is now the 3-time women's world champion, Liv Morgan. Also in the top 5 has been the model of consistency, holding down the mid-card on Raw as the Intercontinental Champion, putting over talent, and prepping the women's division for the future talent, and that is the man, Becky Lynch.
Obviously.
Now, our next 2 go hand in hand as they are former women's tag team champions, and since her return last year, the 5 Feet of Fury, Alexa Bliss, has been an absolute fan favorite, getting some of the most biggest pops of any arena she comes into. And she has seemingly done the impossible, and that is getting the Queen, Charlotte Flair, over as not just a babyface, but a credible babyface talent.
It's very impressive.
Finally, despite a slow start for 2026 by her standards, this lady now has a ton of momentum going forward. And as she sits in the top 5, she is the only talent in this list with a match of the year candidate. That is, of course, the genius of the Sky, Io Sky.
Duh.
Now, moving over to the male talent, we start off with one of the biggest stars in all of pro wrestling, and that is the OTC, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Starting 2026 off with his 2nd Royal Rumble win, and just like Liv Morgan, parlayed that into a WrestleMania 42 win. Now, also on that list is the man he defeated in the main event of WrestleMania 42, and that is the Second City Saint, CM Punk. who has been noticeably absent from TV. So whether it's Raw or SmackDown, his return is desperately needed.
That is true.
Also making the top 5 is an excellent example of right place, right time, taking a gimmick, a joke, and transforming this organically into one of the most over characters, not just of an entire promotion, but an entire country. At some point, the rise of El Grande Americano needs to be studied. And we do have a couple rookies on this list who might be in their own category at year's end. But as of right now, one of the highlights on SmackDown, the few highlights on SmackDown, is the current United States champion, the presence, the aura, the presentation of Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper, Trick Williams. And of course, the drums hit. The crowd begins to chant his name. His theme fully fills an arena, and the fans begin his strut. Absolutely, the ruler, Oba Femi.
Your ruler has arrived.
And that brings us to the top 5 matches of 2026 up to this point. Now, in a year of admittedly subpar premium live events, there were some standouts within the WWE. Now, we're going to go this in chronological order, and we did not come across the first entry onto this list until early April at NXT Stand and Deliver with the triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship, opening the show, Lola Vice versus JC Jane versus Kendall Gray. Now, a few weeks later, despite being what might be considered overall disappointment, WrestleMania 42 gave us a couple very good matches. Ironically, they were both on night 2. One opened the show in the shortest match of the weekend, and that was Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. And the other closed out WrestleMania 42 in one of the longest matches of the entire weekend, the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Now, the last 2 matches that fill out this list, we kind of got a departure from what would be considered a typical WWE style match. Now, beginning at the start of last month of May, we go to WWE Backlash, where Io Sky and Asuka really treated the fans to what would be really considered the closest to a classic Joshi style match that frankly we should have got at WrestleMania. And then, right at the end of the month, just a few weeks ago, we got a Lucha Libre classic from AAA at Noche de los Grandes, Mask versus Mask. Original El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. All of these matches, absolute bangers. But this is what we came up with for our list. Let me know your choices down below in the comments, and be sure to tune in 6 p.m. Pacific right here on this channel, where me and the guys will definitely be discussing this and a whole lot more. Of course, I'm talking about Wednesday night is overbooked. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate it. And I will see you folks all very soon. Hope you had a great weekend. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. Always have fun. Keep talking. Keep smiling. Till next time.